Your soulmate fell deeper in love, and this one thing about you changed everything. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Today's message is gentle, honest, and meant to reach you right where you are. Not with pressure. Not with fear. But with truth that feels calm and real. This is about love that didn't fade. Love that quietly grew. Love that went deeper when you least expected it. This is about your soulmate. There was a time when they felt unsure. Not because they didn't care, but because they were trying to understand their own heart. They were watching, feeling, learning. And something about you began to change everything. It wasn't something loud. It wasn't something dramatic. It wasn't something you announced. It was one simple shift inside you. You stopped chasing. You stopped trying to prove your worth. You stopped explaining your heart to people who weren't ready to understand it. You stopped begging love to choose you. And the moment you did that, something changed in them. My beloved soul, your soulmate noticed your silence before they noticed your words. They felt your calm before they heard your voice. They sensed your growth even when you didn't speak about it. You became steady. Not cold. Not distant. Just steady. And that steadiness did something powerful to their heart. They began to feel safe with you again. Not the kind of safety that feels boring, but the kind that feels real. The kind that says, I don't need to run. I don't need to hide. I can just be. This is where their love deepened. Because love doesn't grow when someone is chasing it. Love grows when it feels respected, trusted, and free to choose. My beloved soul, the one thing that changed everything was your self-respect. You finally chose yourself. You stopped shrinking your needs. You stopped overgiving. You stopped carrying the whole connection alone. And without realizing it, you showed them something rare. You showed them what balanced love looks like. They saw that you could walk away from confusion without hatred. They saw that you could love deeply without losing yourself. They saw that you didn't need validation to know your value. That realization hit them slowly, and then all at once. They began to compare. Not in a toxic way, but in a truthful way. They compared how they felt around you versus how they felt everywhere else. And everywhere else felt empty. My beloved soul, they started missing you even when you were present. They started feeling your absence even when you were right there. Because emotionally, something shifted inside them. They fell in love again. But this time, deeper. This time, with clarity. They didn't just love your kindness anymore. They loved your boundaries. They didn't just admire your heart. They respected your strength. This is important, so don't skip. Your soulmate didn't fall deeper because you changed who you are. They fell deeper because you finally became who you were always meant to be. You stopped performing love. You started living truth. And that truth made them see you differently. They realized something they can't unsee now. Life without you would feel heavy. Love without you would feel empty. Connection without you would feel shallow. They started imagining a future again. Quietly. Carefully. Honestly. They wondered what mornings with you would feel like. What peace would look like if you were beside them. What kind of person they could become with your presence in their life. My beloved soul, this wasn't sudden obsession. This wasn't fantasy. This was real emotional grounding. And here's the part many people don't talk about. Your soulmate had to grow to meet you. They couldn't reach you at your old level anymore. You outgrew that space. And instead of pulling you back down, something inside them decided to rise. That's why they became more thoughtful. More aware. More careful with words and actions. They didn't want to lose you. Not because they fear being alone. But because they finally understood your value. Stay till the end, because this matters. The love they feel now is quieter but stronger. It's not built on excitement alone. It's built on respect, admiration, and emotional safety. They love the way you listen without fixing. They love the way you speak without hurting. They love the way you stand firm without becoming hard. You taught them something without teaching. You taught them that love doesn't beg. Love chooses. And now, they are choosing you in ways you may not fully see yet. Small actions. Longer pauses before reacting. Deeper thoughts before speaking. They are aligning. My beloved soul, something huge is waiting for you, but it's not rushing. It's forming. Gently. Naturally. Honestly. This connection is entering a new phase. A mature one. A stable one. A real one. And it all started with one thing. You choosing yourself. Don't skip what comes next, because the next part will reveal what they are planning, what they are holding back, and how this love is preparing to move forward in a way that feels right for both of you. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. In this part, we go deeper into what is happening inside your soulmate's heart right now. Not what they are saying. Not what they are showing on the surface. But what they are feeling when they are alone with their thoughts. Ever since that shift happened inside you, their emotions have not been the same. They keep replaying moments. Small moments. Ordinary moments. The way you stayed calm when things could have turned into conflict. The way you didn't react the way they expected. The way you allowed silence without trying to fill it. That silence spoke louder than words. My beloved soul, your soulmate began to realize that you are no longer operating from fear. And that realization changed everything for them. Fear-based love feels unstable. It feels confusing. It feels heavy. But love rooted in self-worth feels grounding. They started feeling grounded around you. This is important, so don't skip. They noticed that you no longer questioned their every move. You stopped asking for constant reassurance. You trusted yourself enough to trust the connection without forcing it. And that trust made them reflect on their own behavior. They asked themselves questions they had been avoiding for a long time. Why does this person feel different? Why do I feel more calm with them than with anyone else? Why does the thought of losing them suddenly feel real? My beloved soul, this is where their love deepened again. Not because you became more available, but because you became more complete. They felt your emotional independence. And instead of pushing them away, it pulled them closer. Because deep down, everyone wants to love someone who is whole, not someone who is holding on out of fear. They started paying attention to details. Your tone. Your patience. Your honesty. They noticed how you express your feelings without attacking. How you listen without interrupting. How you respect yourself enough to walk away from disrespect, even when it hurts. That strength touched something inside them. Stay till the end, because this part matters. Your soulmate is no longer confused about whether they care. That phase is over. What they are processing now is responsibility. The responsibility of loving someone like you the right way. They know half effort won't work anymore. They know silence won't be enough anymore. They know avoidance will only cost them something precious. And that realization scares them a little. Not because they don't want you, but because they don't want to fail you. My beloved soul, this is why you may feel a pause. Not distance, but reflection. Not coldness, but adjustment. They are learning how to show up differently. They are asking themselves how to be more consistent. How to be more present. How to communicate better. They are realizing that love is not just a feeling. It's a decision. And here's something you need to hear clearly. They are afraid of losing you, but they are more afraid of losing themselves in regret if they don't try. That's why their energy feels different. That's why their attention feels deeper. That's why their presence feels more intentional. They don't want to rush and mess this up. They don't want to speak before they are sure. They don't want to promise what they can't maintain. My beloved soul, this is mature love forming quietly. Something huge is waiting for you, even if it doesn't look dramatic right now. Because real love doesn't scream. It steadies. It grounds. It grows. They are learning how to love you in a way that matches who you are now, not who you used to be. And that takes inner work. Don't skip this truth. You didn't lose them when you stopped chasing. You activated something real. You showed them that you are not afraid of being alone, and that made them afraid of life without you. That is powerful. In the next part, we will talk about the signs you may start noticing, the subtle changes in their actions, and how this connection is moving closer to something solid and lasting. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now we talk about what is slowly unfolding in the real world, not just inside their heart. Because when love deepens, it doesn't stay hidden forever. It begins to show itself in quiet, meaningful ways. Your soulmate is changing how they act with you. You may notice they are more present when you speak. They listen more carefully, not just to reply, but to understand. Even when they are busy, distracted, or tired, their attention comes back to you. That is not accidental. That is intention. My beloved soul, they are choosing you in small moments. They check in more often, even without a reason. They remember things you once said casually. They ask how you feel, not just what you're doing. These are signs of deeper love. Not loud promises. Not dramatic words. But consistency. Don't skip this part. They are also becoming more protective of the connection. Not controlling. Not jealous. But careful. They don't want misunderstandings. They don't want careless words to hurt you. They think twice now before reacting. Because they know you are not someone they can afford to lose. Your soulmate is also noticing something else about you. You are not demanding answers. You are not forcing timelines. You are not chasing clarity. And strangely, that calm is pushing them toward clarity on their own. My beloved soul, when you stopped asking, "Where is this going?" they started asking it themselves. They began imagining long-term possibilities. They thought about what commitment really means. They questioned whether they are ready to step up. This inner questioning is not resistance. It is preparation. They are aligning their actions with their feelings. Stay till the end, because this is important. You may feel moments where they pull back slightly. Not because they are losing interest, but because they are trying to get their footing. Deep love makes people face their fears. Fear of responsibility. Fear of not being enough. Fear of doing it wrong. But here's the truth. They would not be facing these fears if you didn't matter deeply. My beloved soul, shallow connections don't trigger growth. Only real ones do. You are triggering growth. That's why this connection feels different now. More serious. More grounded. Less playful in some moments, but more meaningful overall. They are becoming more honest too. Honest about their emotions. Honest about their limits. Honest about what they can and cannot give right now. This honesty is a good sign. It means they respect you enough to be real, not perfect. Don't skip this truth. They are learning that loving you means showing up, not disappearing when things get real. And they are trying. Even if they move slowly, the direction matters. You may also notice they are opening up more about their past, their fears, their mistakes. This is not weakness. This is trust. They feel safe with you. Safe enough to be imperfect. Safe enough to be vulnerable. Safe enough to imagine a future. My beloved soul, this is where love deepens beyond attraction. They are not just drawn to you anymore. They are attached to the peace you bring. They are connected to the way you make life feel lighter. That is powerful. Something huge is waiting for you, but it requires patience. Because what is being built now is not temporary. It's not rushed. It's not based on fantasy. It's based on choice. They are choosing to grow. They are choosing to reflect. They are choosing to meet you where you are. And you are choosing not to abandon yourself while waiting. That balance is rare. Don't skip the next part, because in part 4, we will talk about what this means for the future, what kind of commitment energy is forming, and how you can stay aligned without forcing anything. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This part is about the future energy forming between you and your soulmate. Not a fantasy future, but a realistic one. A future shaped by growth, patience, and emotional maturity. Right now, your soulmate is slowly stepping into a new mindset. They are no longer thinking only about how love feels. They are thinking about what love requires. This is a big shift. Before, emotions guided everything. Now, responsibility is entering their heart. They are asking themselves if they can be consistent, if they can show up even on difficult days, if they can protect the connection instead of running from it. My beloved soul, this is where many connections fail. But this one didn't, because you changed first. You stopped pushing. You stopped forcing outcomes. You stopped trying to control the direction. And that gave space for something real to grow. Don't skip this truth. Your calm energy is teaching them how to slow down. Your patience is teaching them how to stay. Your self-respect is teaching them how to love better. They are realizing that commitment is not a trap. It's a choice. And for the first time, that choice doesn't feel heavy to them. It feels meaningful. They are beginning to see a future where you are not just a part of their life, but a foundation. Someone they can build with. Someone who brings peace, not chaos. My beloved soul, this is why they are being more careful now. They don't want to rush and damage something precious. They are learning that real love grows best when it's protected. You may feel moments of silence. Not empty silence, but thoughtful silence. Moments where things feel slow. This slowness is not delay. It is alignment. Stay till the end, because this matters. Your soulmate is adjusting their habits, their mindset, and their priorities. Quietly. Without announcements. Without promises they are not ready to keep yet. They are choosing actions over words. They are also becoming aware that you will not wait forever. And strangely, that awareness doesn't push them away. It motivates them to be more intentional. They know you are valuable. They know you are rare. They know they cannot take you lightly anymore. This is where respect deepens. And when respect deepens, love becomes stable. My beloved soul, the future energy here is not about dramatic confessions. It's about steady presence. It's about shared understanding. It's about choosing each other again and again, even on ordinary days. They are imagining simple things now. Peaceful conversations. Shared routines. Emotional safety. Those thoughts didn't exist before. Now they do. Don't skip this part. You don't need to do anything extra to make this happen. You don't need to prove your worth again. You don't need to change yourself. The best thing you can do is continue being who you have become. Grounded. Honest. Emotionally aware. That energy is guiding this connection naturally. My beloved soul, something huge is waiting for you, but it will arrive in a calm way, not a chaotic one. It will feel right, not forced. It will feel safe, not confusing. This love is learning how to stand, not just how to feel. And in the next part, we will talk about how to protect your energy during this phase, what to avoid doing, and how to allow this connection to move forward without pressure or fear. Don't skip the next part. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This part is about you. About how to protect your energy while this connection continues to grow. Because love that is forming needs space, patience, and emotional balance. And you play an important role in that, without forcing anything. Right now, the most powerful thing you can do is exactly what you are already doing. Staying grounded. You don't need to overthink their actions. You don't need to analyze every message. You don't need to search for signs every moment. My beloved soul, trust the shift you already feel. When something is real, it brings calm, not constant anxiety. Don't skip this truth. Avoid returning to old patterns. Avoid chasing clarity when silence appears. Avoid explaining your worth again. You have already done the work. Going backward will only confuse the energy. Your soulmate is learning how to meet you at this level. If you lower yourself, you interrupt that growth. Stay steady. Another important thing is emotional honesty. This does not mean emotional pressure. It means being real without demanding outcomes. If you feel something, express it calmly. If you need space, take it without guilt. Healthy love allows breathing room. My beloved soul, do not mistake patience for waiting in pain. You are not meant to pause your life for anyone. Continue building your joy, your routines, your peace. The more fulfilled you are, the stronger this connection becomes. That is the irony of real love. The less you cling, the deeper it grows. They are watching how you handle this phase. Not to judge you, but to understand how safe it is to love you fully. And every time you choose self-respect, you show them that this connection can be stable. Don't skip this part. Avoid assumptions. If they are quiet, don't jump to fear. If they are slow, don't jump to conclusions. Growth is not always visible, but it is happening. Your calm is giving them permission to open at their own pace. Also, protect your heart from outside noise. Too many opinions can confuse what your intuition already knows. This connection is between you and them, not the world. My beloved soul, something huge is waiting for you, but it requires emotional balance, not emotional sacrifice. You are not meant to carry this alone. You are not meant to do all the work. You are not meant to lose yourself to be loved. And you are not doing that anymore. That is why this love is changing shape. They are learning that loving you means respecting your space, your time, and your boundaries. And that lesson is making them better, not distant. Stay till the end, because this matters. What is forming now is not fragile. It is becoming strong through patience and mutual growth. You are no longer the only one holding the connection. They are holding it too. In the next part, we will talk about what this deepening love leads to, what kind of commitment energy is ahead, and how this journey is preparing both of you for something lasting. Don't skip the next part. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved soul, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This final part is about where all of this is leading. Not in a rushed way. Not in a dramatic promise. But in a grounded, honest direction that you can feel building already. Your soulmate's love has deepened, and now it is moving toward intention. Intention is different from emotion. Emotion says, I feel something. Intention says, I choose something. Right now, your soulmate is standing in that space between feeling and choosing. And because you did not pressure them, that choice is becoming real. They are starting to imagine commitment not as a loss of freedom, but as a place of peace. They are seeing you not as someone who adds pressure to their life, but as someone who removes it. That is rare. Don't skip this part. They are asking themselves serious questions now. Can I show up consistently? Can I communicate honestly? Can I protect this connection instead of running when it feels deep? These questions only come up when love is real. My beloved soul, you are no longer just someone they care about. You are someone they consider when making decisions. Your presence has weight in their life now. They think before acting. They pause before reacting. They reflect before speaking. That is love maturing. Something huge is waiting for you, and it comes in the form of stability. Not perfection. Not fairy tales. But a connection where effort is shared, respect is mutual, and growth is continuous. They are slowly stepping into a version of themselves that can meet you properly. And here's something important for you to hear. You don't need to do anything to secure this future. You don't need to test them. You don't need to threaten distance. You don't need to prove loyalty. Love that is meant to stay does not need to be trapped. Your soulmate is choosing you because they want to, not because they are afraid to lose you. Stay till the end, because this truth matters. The connection you are building now is based on alignment. That means both of you are growing in the same direction, even if the pace is slow. Slow does not mean wrong. Slow often means right. You may soon notice clearer communication. More direct conversations. Less guessing. Less confusion. That is the result of emotional safety. They are learning how to be open without fear. They are learning how to love without escaping. They are learning how to stay. My beloved soul, this journey changed both of you. You learned how to choose yourself. They learned how to rise to meet you. That is why this love feels different from before. It is not built on need. It is built on choice. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive in a way that feels calm, steady, and right. Not overwhelming. Not chaotic. But clear. Continue being who you are now. Grounded. Honest. Patient. Strong. That version of you changed everything. Don't skip remembering this. Love did not deepen because you did more. Love deepened because you became more yourself. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you.